So I think the thing that makes Democrats Democrats more than anything else is that we care for the people who have the least, who are at greatest risk, who have the toughest lives, the most difficult jobs. In our state, our nation, representing workers who take care of people, long-term care workers, in nursing homes, home care workers, these are folks who work harder, sometimes in the most difficult circumstances and conditions. And standing up to the greedy owners of nursing homes and fighting to make sure that home care workers can survive on the 24 hours a week that they're allowed to work is not an easy job. It takes somebody of extraordinary strength and compassion and heart, and you gotta be fearless. Well, in California, long-term care workers are awfully lucky because they got Laphonza Butler.
Who run the world? Girls. 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 Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run this mother? Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world?
Good afternoon, California Democrats.
Who run the world? Girls. It's hot up in here, DJ. Don't be scared.
I think Shonda picked that song just for me. I get the honor of serving 315,000 working women and men. And I am incredibly grateful. Before I begin my remarks, I just want to first recognize the chair of our great state party, John Burton. And his incredible team of vice chairs and staff. Aren't they putting on a great convention for us, California? I also want to recognize the 700,000 working men and women of SEIU California and all of our SEIU local union leaders. They give me the honor to serve as the SEIU California president, and it is a privilege to serve them. I talked about the members of Local 2015, the home care workers, the nursing home workers in 49 counties all across this state that really allow me to stand on their shoulders, that allow me to fight for their dreams. And it's an honor to be the president of SEIU Local 2015. And every home care worker, every nursing home worker, every consumer of their services, it really is an honor to work with you and to work on your behalf. As we gather this weekend, sisters and brothers, I know that we're here to make choices. We're here to choose who we want to endorse. We're here to choose what initiatives we want to support. We're here to put forward our platform and to choose what issues we're going to be advocates for. All very important things that require discussion and debate. I'd like to spend my few minutes before you offering a few thoughts, not about which candidate to endorse or which initiatives to support. Instead, I'd like to talk about how we go about winning on all the important issues that will make California great and move us toward a more just society. In the month of February, we celebrate Black history. The stories of the lives and sacrifices made by African-American heroes and sheroes that helped to make our state and our country better. We salute current leaders that continue to press for a more perfect union. There are two stories that come to mind to me that help to inform how we must make our choices in this moment and in this convention. The first is a story 51 years ago in our journey to justice. Then a 25-year-old John Lewis and hundreds of other courageous souls decided to cross a bridge one Sunday afternoon on their way to Montgomery. They were going to protest unjust laws and unfair treatment. And as they started across the Edmund Pettus Bridge, they couldn't see exactly what was on the other side, and they knew danger lay ahead. But they chose to stare down that danger and march forward, arm in arm, hand in hand, united. Men, women, black, white, young, and old, they pressed forward. And Bloody Sunday turned into an incredible turning point in our nation's history because those leaders chose to do it together. The second story is not one from 51 years ago, but just 4 years in our recent memory. When yesterday we paused to remember the tragic death of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin, who was carrying nothing but a bag of Skittles and a bottle of iced tea. He became another sacrifice that served to relaunch and reawaken the conscience of our nation. Then, thousands of young activists all over this state and country decided that they too were going to stand arm in arm and shoulder to shoulder to protest unjust laws and unfair treatment. As California Democrats, these two examples inform the strategy that we must choose to employ to reach our destination of a just society. We have to do it together. And the great thing, brothers and sisters, the great thing is that we get to choose. We get to choose if we're going to allow the Donald Trumps of the world to convince us. We get to choose if we're going to allow Donald Trump to convince us that some people should be excluded based on their religion or the language that they speak. We get to choose if we're going to allow Walmart and other corporations to define a fair economy as workers earning $7.25 an hour while CEOs make billions. We get to choose, California Democrats, if we're going to let the Sacramento Bee and other news outlets convince us that blacks and Latinos and Asians can't together fight to improve our communities. We get to choose. It's our choice, California Democrats. I wish for us to choose a path that demands that every worker in our state earn $15 an hour and have the right to form a union. I wish for us to choose a path that creates immigration policies that allow for citizenship for no matter what country you come from or what language you speak. I wish for us to choose a road. That includes clean air and clean water and fresh food for all of California's children, no matter what zip code they live in. I wish for us to choose a road that shows our young people that one mistake does not define their destiny, but in California, there is a chance for redemption and a second chance in our great state. That's the road that we have to choose. And I wish for us to choose a path that unabashedly declares that Black lives matter. That's the road for us. That's the road that we have to walk, California. That's the path that we have to travel down. And we have to walk that road just like the leaders of the SCLC, just like the leaders of SNCC, just like Dolores Huerta and Cesar Chavez. We have to walk that road together, California. We have to walk that road arm in arm. That's the way that we win in 2016. That's the way that we win in 2020. That's the way that we create a future for our children and for our grandchildren. We have to walk that road together. We have to walk it together. Thank you so much, and SEIU looks forward to walking that road with all of you.
Who